Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe. This is my Python room. I was actually gonna make this video last night, but I'm not gonna lie. I was tired and I had a lot going on. I had to feed these guys. I had to get the crickets set up, in their tub. I had to get the mealworm set up in their tub. Then I had to feed the gecko. So I just figured, I'll wait till tonight. And even tonight, I was questioning it because today it was my day off, but I had a lot of running around to do. But seeing as it's been quite a while since my last video, I figured, you know what, I gotta give you guys something. I gotta fill y'all in on what's been going on here. And there's been a lot going on. For example, since the last time I did a video where I fed these guys. So that night, Charlie, she didn't end up taking her rodent. She didn't. Ended up realizing she was in shed. Yeah. Um, so I ended up feeding her rodent off to Nina. Thankfully, she eats everything and anything, no matter what she does. So Nina ate two weaned rats. Zeus, he ate one weaned rat and one small adult mouse. Charlie, she did end up shedding. It was a full shed. For those of you that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you can see the pictures. See the pictures there. And wow, she looks bright. Now I did just feed them last night, so I'm not gonna be pulling them out tonight. Okay. Also, like I just said, there's pictures of the gecko, Charlie, on both my Facebook and Instagram. So check them out. Joe's Python _room, same as on here. Okay, moving forward. Gecko has been doing great. Actually have another tank coming in for it. Hopefully tomorrow. It was supposed to come today, but the person I'm getting it from got a little tied up today. No problem. Okay, so I've actually been working on a hide for the little guy. I got it all built. I just finished painting it. I put the final touches of the paint on it last night, which here it is. Now, I just used some wood and some actual rocks. There is a hold on, let me turn it around. There is a paper towel roll, toilet roll right there for it to go inside and chill. Also, under here. That's the underside. I used bathroom paint on it because bathroom paint doesn't really peel off as easily. It can withstand humidity. I mean, even though the tank is going to be isn't going to have high levels of humidity, still I just want to be on the safe side. So that's that. Also, I'm raising my own crickets. I'm raising my own mealworms. So what I've been doing is just tossing in little pieces of banana slices, little pieces of apple slices, pear slices, to keep them hydrated and to give them the nutrients that, they need and that the gecko needs, because what they eat, they're going to pass on to the gecko when the gecko eats it. But aside from that, I went ahead and picked up some of this stuff here because this stuff is good. This stuff is good for the crickets as well. I don't know all the ingredients that's in it, but it's good. It's good stuff. It's made by Flukers. I have been looking around for a really good calcium, for the little guy. However, the place where I got them from, they were kind enough. They were kind enough to give me some calcium, just to hold me over. which I actually still have a bunch of it. So this is the bin that I'm housing the crickets in currently, and there's quite a few, you know. But that's only because, you know, raising your own crickets, raising your own mealworms, you need to start off with a lot. I'm talking like at least minimum 100, because you're gonna be feeding off some of them to the gecko. So at the same time you're feeding them off, you want to hold some back. You know, let them, you know, multiply, let them duplicate, do their thing. You know, that way there you can limit how many times you're going to the store, picking up more, or trying to pick up more and realizing that the store you're going to is out of them. You know, so that's what's been going on. Okay, everybody's doing great. Here, let me show you. Let me show you. Hang in there. Hang in there, little fella. Ready? Boom. There's Nina. She's in there chilling. I just did her tank over. I added this ledge here. I put that hide down there. I also put that half a log in there, which she does seem to like that. She does. And Charlie's tank. Now, I'm going to explain something to you that's kind of funny. So, Charlie, she refused 2 meals for me. Okay, she refused 2. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little worried, I got a little nervous that she was gonna go on this hunger strike that I hear everybody talking about. So I started getting a little worried. So I went down my list of things to check to make sure we're good in the tank, to see what I could improve on. Okay, tank was clean, substrate was changed out, water's always changed out, humidity, heat on the warm side, on the cool side, good. Okay, so the next thing I thought of was, okay, let me switch around the tank. So loves she loves that hide that she's in right now. She loves that. That's her favorite hide. Now she does have this hide down here, okay, and I actually ended up putting this in here. You probably recognize that because that used to be in Nina's tank, okay, but I ended up putting that in there. So I took out that hide. I took it out completely. Took it out, and I just put something. And that same day, that same night, last night, I went to feed her, and she took it. So I think that there, switching the tank around, you know, giving her enrichment, just got her thinking. And when I offered her the mouse, it was a smaller dot mouse. When I offered it to her, she actually took it from my hand. Well, not my hand, but the tongs. Okay, which that is what she hasn't really done yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that she was hungry. Okay. So there's those 2 guys, and Jesus, he's doing fine. He is. That's his tank. I just added that ledge right there with that hide up top, and that piece of wood thingy right there. So he has plenty of space to cruise around in, cruise around on. And then the gecko. Now, as you can see, there are crickets hopping around everywhere. There's one up there, one right here, one over there, and they are covered in calcium. And then here's a calcium bowl that I just leave in there for it. Some mealworms up in there, and it's actually currently underneath here. How do I know that? Because it's nowhere else to be found. Okay, it's not behind there. It's not inside there. Now he does usually stay under this one here. He does, but obviously he's not there. So the only other place for him to be is in here. Now, one cool thing about him, I have him, her, it. Okay, we already had this discussion. Okay, I haven't really spent much time handling it, so it was pretty cool because the other night, as I was working on the hive that I'm building for it, he kind of went to the front of the glass, just like sitting there watching me, seeing what I'm doing. And I went, opened the tank, and I just put my hand in flat at the bottom of the tank. I just left it there. A couple minutes, it comes over, and sniffing my fingers, then just walks right onto my hand. It was the coolest thing ever. So there's an update on everybody, okay? And as far as the other leopard gecko, the one that I originally told you guys about at the pet store that I found that wasn't doing too good, I have been updated on that one. It does have the whole MBD, I think that's what it's called, metabolic bone disease or whatnot. And it's sad because he is very young. It is very young. And they told me it does look like it is at the stage where it's not going to be reversible. However, they do have to hang on to it because the vet that they are bringing it to wants them to bring it every so often so that the vet can monitor it. So that's what's going on with that. Okay, so it's actually really cool that I got a friend that's giving me this other tank. That way, there I can put this guy in that bigger tank, and then when this other leopard gecko does become available to come home, it'll have a tank. So as of right now, at the moment, I do not have a tank for it, but as of tomorrow, I will. Thank God. Yeah, so there's an update on everybody, okay? So please, thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for following me. If you're not following me, please hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you're not following me on Facebook, if you're not following me on Instagram, go search for me. Follow me, message me, say what's up. Hey, how's it going? Let's talk, let's chat. Share with me some of your stories. I'll share with you some of mine. What's going on in your life? Okay, let's talk, let's chat, let's get to know each other. Okay, let's be friends. Anywho, I'm gonna cut this off here because I do have a lot to do the rest of the night before bed. It's back to the morning grind tomorrow. Back to it, But hey, we gotta do it, right? If we're gonna keep these reptiles, and if we're gonna keep, these animals, we have to keep them healthy and safe. And hey, they're not free. It's not cheap. And if you have reptiles, you have animals like this, you know just what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. Hope you have a great night. Have an even better week, all right? And remember, take a second, be kind to somebody, all right? You never know what a person's going through. You don't. So you don't know if just by you stopping to say hi, having a conversation or something, you don't know what you're doing to that person. Or you don't know what you're doing by ignoring somebody, making them feel like they're a bug, making them feel like, they're that big. Why? Because you have an ego that you need stroked or something? Come on. Anyways, guys, stay safe, all right? Have a great week. I'll see you in the next one.